This is number 3 of how to memorize the Shurangama Mantra by heart. And this is an exploration for me, perhaps as much as it is an exploration for you. Um, in number 2, I shared my discovery of probably the best document for learning the Sanskrit version of the Shurangama Mantra, which was lost or destroyed and then recreated from the Chinese transliteration. And that happened in 2016. So there's relatively few people alive who have memorized the Sanskrit version of the Shurangama Mantra. So if you're watching this video and you're a sincere Buddhist, what an amazing opportunity. And I'm almost done with the first assembly. I've got it down, not completely smoothly of what I do have, but I'm down to right about here. That's same as last video. I haven't made a lot of progress, but I was going through this document and I noticed that there are some tips on how to interpret the symbols for correct pronunciation. How amazing. Like this is something as I was reciting it that I was trying to figure out when do I make an E sound or an I sound. And here there's even information about when to have a short or a long syllable. So we've got these diacritical marks that are going to be above some of this Romanized Sanskrit, right? Because Sanskrit was a character-based system, kind of like Chinese. Um, and then different punctuation marks are also going to help us with proper pronunciation. They're not part of the Sanskrit. And then the vowels are either short or long, meaning with either a single beat or 2 beats for the mantra. So it looks like we're not actually going to get clarification perhaps on whether something is an I or an E, like karanim or karanim. Maybe I'll be able to discover that later if I do some more research on my own. But anytime there's a line over a letter over the top, or let's see, or long vowels, either single with either single beat or long with 2 beats. In addition, such words as humtrum are treated specially with 3 beats each. Interesting. Okay. So a short vowel, short syllable vowel, 1 beat to the syllable, A, I, U, ah. That's a vowel? That to me looks like an R. Hmm. Curious. E, all right, but these are the same. 1 beat, and here it says 2 beats. AM 1 beat, AI 2 beats, okay. AH 1 beat, O 2 beats, AU 2 beats. So Nama, right? 1 beat, 1 beat. Nama. So if we have we're charting, it's like Nama, and then Loke. Loke would be 4 beats. So it'd be like Loke, Nama, Loke. Wow. Anagaminam. So it'd be Anagaminam. Let me move this up here. So it'd be like Anagaminam. Anagaminam. Wow, this is going to add a whole nother layer of complexity. I almost think like I'm going to first memorize the mantra and not worry about these, just have them in the back of my mind. And then once I get the mantra down, then probably go through to try to figure all this out. Um, let's take a breath as well as ensure unison. Punctuation marks. So here's for punctuation marks. If it comes after a short vowel, pause for 1 beat. The punctuation mark comes after a word with a long vowel of 2 or 3 beats. No need for a pause. Woo-hoo-hoo. I mean, this requires so much going on in the brain during this time, like so much going on so relatively fast. Um, but the beat, man, if I like anagaminam, that's with a pretty fast beat. I'd usually go anagaminam. So to go fast, where it's like anaga anagaminam. Wow, okay. Well, this will be fun. I mean, seems like it's going to be a skill that will take quite a long time to perfect. So here's this example. Narayanaya, right? Long, long, short, and then silent. So it'd be like Narayana. Darn. Special treatment for hum trum when chanting solo, hum, and trum are chanted as a long vowel. In group chanting for rhythmic effect, okay, so I'm just doing solo, so I just do the chant as a long vowel. So it'd be trum. The joiner hyphen is used to make it easier for beginners in chanting. It does not have a particular meaning. Okay, cool, great. And then this is the original layout in this document, or you have the option for the this layout, which I found pretty cool. As you can see, the first assembly has the least repetition. The first assembly seems like it's the hardest to memorize. And then the second assembly, a lot of repetition. Very small, non-repetitive part. Oops, sorry. So this is first assembly. Second assembly. Oh yeah, second assembly is super short, actually. Wow. Third assembly, a lot of repetition. Fourth assembly, a lot of repetition. Fifth assembly, a lot of like repetition. I mean, Ojahara, Garbhara, Rudirahara, Vasahara, Majahara. Like that all goes by very quick, very easy to memorize, just the order of Oja, Garba, Rudira, Vasa. So really, wow, once someone gets through the first assembly, the rest is going to be much easier. But doing the correct beats is going to make this much longer, at least in the beginning, because if we're talking like Nama Sarva Buddha Bodhisattvaya Nama Sapta Nam Samyak Sambuddha Koti Nam Sasravaka Sangha. Maybe it's not as hard as I think. If I just focus on initially when there's lines over it, giving it 2 beats and then refining the details later, because that's the basic rule, except for these other little exceptions of the E's. I don't know how to interpret the E's, so I'm just going to deal them as 1 beat. Uh, I don't know why R would be counted as a vowel. Maybe that's a Sanskrit thing I got to look into. And then I got AI, so like Amaitrita or Vaidya, those words are going to be that, and then AH. So I thought this was pretty cool. If you're following along and you're memorizing, I figured I should go ahead and do this as soon as possible, even though I haven't memorized much more from last one. All right, hope you guys found this informative and helpful. Cool. Have a good one.